You can set up inventory part items within the item list to create items for which you want to track the quantity and value in QuickBooks. You cannot show inventory value for a manufacturing company or where the inventory value is changed as it goes through a process, as it is simply too complex for QuickBooks to compute. However, if you have items you purchase from a vendor, hold as inventory, and then resell to customers, you can enter those items as inventory parts for ease of tracking in QuickBooks. To create a new inventory part within QuickBooks, click the Item button in the lower left corner of the Item List window, and then select the New command from the pop-up menu to open the New Item window. Select Inventory Part from the Type drop-down at the top of the window. Enter the part name or number for the inventory item into the item name or number field. If the item you are creating is a sub-item of another larger item category, check the Sub-Item of checkbox and then select the main item for which this item will be a sub-item from the adjacent drop-down menu. When creating sub-items, the sub-item must be of the same item type as its parent item, and you must create the main item first before creating its sub-items. Next, enter the manufacturer's part number if used into the manufacturer's part number field. In the Purchase Information section, enter the description you want to have appear within the purchase forms into the Description on Purchase Transactions field. You can enter the default purchase cost of the item into the Cost field. This amount, if entered, will appear by default within purchase forms when you select the item, but you can always change it at that time if needed. Select the Cost of Goods Sold account used to track the cost of purchasing the item from the Cost of Goods Sold account drop-down field. If you have a preferred vendor for this item, select the name of that vendor from the Preferred Vendor drop-down field. If the item is the first item selected within a purchase form, the preferred vendor's information will be automatically filled in within the form. In the Sales Information section, enter the description of the item as you want it to appear within sales forms into the Description on Sales Transactions field. You can enter the default sales price into the Sales Price field. This amount, if entered, will be the default amount displayed within your sales forms when this item is selected. You can always change it at that time if needed. Select the tax code for the item from the Tax Code drop-down menu. Then enter the account used to track the amount of income generated by the sale of this item from the Income Account drop-down menu. In the Inventory Information section, select the Asset account used to track the value of inventory within the company file from the Asset account drop-down. Then enter the quantity at which you want to reorder this item into the Reorder Point field. If creating an inventory item for inventory you possessed as of the start date of your company file, you can enter the total quantity on hand as of the start date into the On Hand field. Then enter the total value of the quantity on hand into the Total Value field. Then select the start date of the company file from the As Of field. After creating the inventory part item, click the OK button to save the item.